Hey everybody, and welcome back to Grounds Family Farm. Today is the day we've all been waiting for, but more so than us, Blizzard's been waiting for this day because it's the day he gets to get reunited with his friends. He's not been very happy in solitary confinement, but we had to do it for his own good so that he could heal up after his surgery. But today he gets to get out with his friends, run and play, and enjoy being a livestock guardian dog again. But before we get to that, many of y'all have been asking to see some videos or some footage of Kimberly cooking. So we've got a little bit of baking we're going to throw in here later. And before that, we're going to show you a clip of where we took the cats to the vet the other day because we had to take them as well.
All right, so we just picked up the cats from the vet. What we did was this morning we got up super early and we took them over to the spay and neuter clinic that we took Blizzard to. We were really impressed with how things turned out with him, and it was time to go ahead and start taking some of these cats. That way we don't wind up with a lot of babies. Today we took Fluffy and Diamond. Diamond is our oldest cat. She was not pregnant or anything like that, but she's kind of been, we weren't sure if we were going to actually be able to take her because she had been kind of MIA. She's been around, but like not where you could catch her.
She kind of does her own thing.
Yeah.
Like she'll be around for a while and then you may not see her for a day or two and then she pops back up. And so when we hadn't seen her for a few days, we thought, oh no, she's probably got a litter of kittens somewhere.
Yeah,
but thankfully she did not.
Yeah, and we checked her and everything and she's not. But we were going to take Puffy, and Puffy, she's kind of the same way. So we hadn't seen her in about 2 days now. She's fine though because she pops up about every 2 to 3 days.
I'd actually signed up Puffy and Fluffy to go because we hadn't seen Diamond.
Yeah.
Well, Diamond pops up, so we get her caught, and then Puffy's nowhere to be found. So I just showed up this morning, or whenever we showed up, I talked to him. I was like, hey, we got Diamond, not Puffy. And they just changed the paperwork around. Super simple to do.
Yeah.
Easy to get them in.
Yeah, so both of these girls have now been picked up and they have been fixed. Diamond was a little bit sullen a little bit ago. She had her back to the entrance of the cage and was not very happy with this. Fluffy was still kind of perky and looking around. Diamond has turned around now and she's just been kind of in and out dozing still because I know that anesthesia can still make them really, really sleepy.
Yeah, because our main goal, we wanted to take Diamond and Puffy, since they're the two oldest, first, to make sure that they were taken care of, and then we were going to start with the younger ones. But I'd signed up 2 to go, and so we just had to take what we could get, and so it was Diamond and Fluffy. Yeah,
but we're hoping that this will make it to where once we hit all of the cats done, which we are planning to do the females first, as we said I think in one of our last videos. We plan to take all the females first, that way we can avoid any more litters of kittens. But then eventually we do want to take the males too, but there's really not a lot of cats around us that are not fixed anyway, or any that I know of that are not fixed. But we're starting small, starting with these 2, because as you know, it is a cost, but it's definitely going to be well worth it. Our feed bill will thank us not having to add any more mouths.
Yes.
Because, I mean, feed's not cheap, but, I mean, this isn't either, but this is a lot cheaper.
This is a one-time cost.
Than the eventuality of, multiple litters of kittens. So we're starting with this, and
plus we have all the kittens we need, and we don't want to have to try to find homes for them and stuff like that. So the litters we had were not really intended, but they were okay because at the time we didn't have as many cats as what we had, and the coyotes seemed to keep getting them, or predator, whatever it was. I'm figuring it's coyotes because that's what we hear the most of. And so the girls got all these tamed down and were friendly and everything, and they just didn't want to let them go. And I was like, well, we can buy the feed for those, but we just don't want any more.
But these girls should be good. We do have to keep them kind of put up as contained as we can for a short time, which may not be the easiest thing in the world just because they are cats, but we are going to try our best. We may put them in the shed for a little bit. If they get out, hopefully we can catch them pretty easily, put them back for a little bit. They said that they understood cats are going to be cats, and it's not like dogs where it's a lot easier to, contain. because they're not inside cats.
That's what the clinic said. They were like, just pretty much just like do the best you can, but we realize that they may run around or whatever. They've got a phone number that if we have any questions, we can text even after hours, and they said they'll answer them. They said just include the name of the animal and the date that the surgery was, and they would answer any questions that they could or that we had. So
yep. On the cats, there's not any option for pain medication, but
they do give them a post-op pain shot, though.
Yeah, they did have that listed on here, so that's probably why they're still groggy. But I mean, if they're anything like how Blizzard was, I mean, he didn't act like he was in any pain.
No, he was
very quickly after.
Right away.
Yeah, he was ready to go. He was not one to be contained in that trailer or anywhere else on a leash or anything for a while. He was ready to run around. So, but we're gonna get these girls home and go get their situation kind of figured out, like as far as, you know, we got to put some food bowls and water bowls and all that kind of stuff in there, a litter box, that way they don't just go wherever, because it's crazy how easy they are to train to that.
Yes.
Which Diamond has actually been on a litter box before, because she was in the shed at one point. We've never had a cat that was difficult to litter box train, so I think it'll be fine. But
we'll definitely try to give you an update about them, but like I said, they're different than dogs, and like where Blizzard can get out and you can see, I mean, cats just do what cats do. So we'll let you know how they're doing, but there may not be anything exciting that they're doing that you're going to get to see how well they're doing.
Yep, but this is the first step in taking care of, you know, the cat, I guess all the cats, because I wouldn't say cat problem, because they're not a problem.
No.
We love them, and we love the fact that we don't have to worry about mice.
We've just decided to take the advice of Bob Barker.
What's that?
Have your pet spayed and neutered. Price is Right. That was his closing statement all the time.
I forget.
Old school. Yes. So
Yep.
he may be gone, but he's not forgotten.
Yep. But we're going to get them home and get them situated.
Come on, buddy.
Well, here he comes.
Are you ready to go see all your friends? Yes. Today's the big day.
Your big
Yep.
day.
He is all healed up, super excited. Oh, Cinnamon's happy to see him too.
She's like, I've missed my friend.
Oh,
Oh, you didn't have to work hard to get him back in.
Nope, he was ready to see her. Oh, she's like, I'm still boss.
He's like, they're all still here.
Is that water better than yours?
Apparently. Probably because it's bigger.
Oh, goat water.
Yeah.
We gotta fill that up.
Blizzard!
You gotta smell everything, make sure it's all still the same.
He might be smelling those babies too.
Oh, yeah. That might be where she had them.
Oh, could be, because that's what they do, isn't it?
Yeah. Clean up the afterbirth and stuff.
Yeah, to protect them from...
So, he's doing
predators.
his job, but there's hay mixed in with it.
Look at the sheep.
They're like, what in the world? Okay, yeah, go play. Oh.
Oh, he's going to jump on you. He may not.
Oh, we didn't grab... Abs, will you go grab his food bowl out of the... Well... Yeah, you can just bring that rubber one.
Goodness, buddy.
We'll just swap it out and he'll have a rubber one for now.
Cinnamon, are you so happy?
She might have been like, I was ruling the roost out here now. The big boy's back.
She's been keeping them in line, too.
Yeah.
The other day, one of the sheep tried to get her food, and she put it in its place.
Goodness, boy.
She'll bite its nose.
Yeah.
Just checking her out.
Making sure that she's the same cinnamon.
Yeah, he's ready to eat because it is time.
Time for eating. Goodbye.
Lizard! Oh, Cinnamon's checking hers, too.
Oh, hang it here, Cinnamon.
Blizzard.
Goats and
No,
sheep.
she can
Y'all are
eat
not
right
gonna
there.
touch-
It's fine.
Buddy boy.
Hey, looky there. We may end up needing a little bit more than that is.
Yeah, for Blizzard.
But he's not eating yet, so we'll wait and see if he's gonna eat right. He's gonna eat hers.
He's just checking it out.
Yeah.
There you are.
There's your food.
He's just trying to figure out everything that's been going on.
It's all the same. I know it's been 2 weeks, but oh, it's so nasty, Blizzard. I know it's your job, but that's gross. Because there's hay in it. Definitely doing his job, but it doesn't make it any less gross.
Yep. Well, it's good to know that that's an instinctive thing. Hey, they've got to establish their little order again.
Yeah, they've been away for 2 weeks. She's been ruling the roost, so
She's not
she's
used
got
to.
she's got to remember he's the boss.
Yeah,
Are you trying to get that nasty taste out of your mouth?
probably. Cinnamon, what are you doing? Hey, sweetie.
Eat up,
Dog?
buddy.
You act like this is a brand new dog.
Hmm.
It's the same one. It's the same one.
You gonna go see all your other friends, Blizzard? Come on. Yeah. Go play with Rascal.
I bet Rascal's been missing you.
Yeah. Y'all used to play a lot.
Yeah. There he
Oh, goodness.
He's like, what is this? What are you doing?
You're lucky he's friendly. He could eat you for a snack.
Yeah.
I know.
She's
Goodness.
like, I want to play rough. Y'all are silly.
Come on, Blizzard. Come out here. There's your buddy Rascal. What do you think, Rascal?
You got all the
Are you
room.
glad Blizzard's back? Are you glad Blizzard's back?
Look at him just staying right by her. He's used to that leash now.
Yeah. I was surprised how quick he got trained to the leash.
Yeah, I know.
Because, even the first time he was on it, he did really well.
Yep.
I think I might leave that collar on him since it's reflective in case he does get out.
Okay.
At least for a little while.
Yeah.
It's pretty loose right now, so I don't know.
Yeah, so.
It should come off easy. Oh, they're trying to get his food.
Oh. Now we're going to eat. Are you going to eat out of her bowl, really?
It's fine.
We can
He's
put
like,
more
I'll
in.
eat hers first, then I'll eat mine.
Yeah, probably. They are just like, this is crazy. Look at them, just like standing there. Just,
I guess sheep don't have a very good memory.
I guess.
It's like they don't even remember him.
Yeah.
They're like, y'all used to pick on him when he was a baby.
Yeah.
Y'all used to roll him. And then he got bigger.
Yeah.
How much did he end up weighing? Do you remember seeing on the thing?
It was on there 8.
Was it 76 or something like that?
Maybe 76, yeah. Yeah,
I knew he was big.
You were right, because you guessed, what'd you guess again?
I don't know, 70 something I thought.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I don't remember. All I know is that on the paperwork, I just want him to be less than 80 because the price went up when he hit 80 pounds.
Yeah, he was, though. I remember that.
He was, what?
Less than 80.
Yeah, I'm going to say he was close, though.
Really, guys? Y'all are ridiculous. Cinnamon.
Well, if you quit picking on him.
I know.
You quit picking on him. You quit picking on him. He's bigger than you. Don't bark at him.
She's like, now I'm a small fry in the pen again, though.
That's why the collar was loose. It's about to come off.
Oh,
No. Okay, nope. Nope. Okay. Let's
you wanna
just
put
put
it up?
this up. That way, if we actually need it for something, we'll have it. Because otherwise, he'll have that chewed up.
Just like he did your straps and
Yes.
everything else that he tore up in that trailer. Because he's definitely still a puppy.
Yes.
That was funny.
Yeah. Not today, it's not, buddy. I figured he'd want to see the everything else a little more.
Yeah, he's definitely like calmer.
Yeah.
So.
Hopefully he stays that way.
Mm-hmm. I mean, even though he's like kicking up his heels and running some, he's definitely still calmer than he was beforehand.
Like I said, I'm just glad that we got it done.
Me too. Me too. Because I mean, we knew we were gonna have it done. It just
was a matter of when, because we wanted to get into that clinic because it was quite a bit cheaper.
Yes.
And they finally had an opening that hit one of our days off.
Yeah.
But then we lucked out and hit a couple more too.
Yep.
Well, for the cats.
Yep.
We still have a couple more cats to do, or I guess 3 more cats to do, but they're booked up for a little while and we're going to wait, and then maybe next month we'll be able to get that knocked out.
Oh, and the night before, you know, remember, or the night that we brought the cats home?
Oh, yes.
Guess who showed up?
Puffy.
Yep. Puffy showed back up. So what we did was we went ahead and put Puffy in the shed with the other cats. That way she is confined but still has plenty of space to run.
Yeah.
But she can stay in there till her appointment.
Which I've only seen her a couple times since we put her in the shed.
Yeah.
So she hides out.
Yeah, she's a little sullen right now.
Which it'll be easy, because what I'll do is if we have to, we'll just hold the feed out for part of a day, and then I'll set that camera up on it that's the motion sensor and put the feed out, and then see what time she's coming down.
Yeah, because she's fine whenever you like pick her up and stuff, because like I carried her in there scratching her belly and she's fine, but she just doesn't like being confined.
Mm-hmm.
But the kitty cats are doing fine. They're it actually Fluffy.
She's lovey-dovey now.
Yeah, never seen her so friendly, but she is now.
Don't let him out. He's looking for an escape. Blizzard.
Blizzy baby.
Come here. Now's your chance.
Look at that.
What are you doing? I don't want to be all stinky like Blizzard. Oh, goodness.
Carmel trying to get your food? Girlfriend.
She wasn't even up here. Blizzard's got a big old pan, but he's going to eat her few little niblets in there.
Silly.
The king of the pen is back.
Yep, he is.
And I'm so glad you're doing so good, buddy.
Yeah. I want to get one of those. We used to have one, but I don't know if something tore it up or what. One of those, I forget what they're called. The special brushes that are for the double coats.
Yes.
We still have a while before it's going up. I mean, we've got some days that are in the 70s, and we have some that are going to be warmer days, but we still have some cold days in the extended forecast too. Plus, the old groundhog saw a stinking shadow.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, 6 more weeks of winter.
Well, one of the meteorologists posted today that he thought we were going to have a significant cool down in 2 weeks.
Well, yeah, I saw. What's what I'm saying. When I look farther out, you can see where it starts. It's still in the 40s.
Yeah.
But, like, we've got a lot
there it
of
goes.
70s and 60s coming up, and some 50s. So we've got to get started in the greenhouse too, because I don't want to be late this year.
Yeah.
And we also got to get that plastic replaced, and I don't know how we're going to do that with Dad down.
Well, we'll figure it out. Get some help from a friend.
Brandon may have to make another trip.
Yep.
Bring action.
I just know that anytime we have to do the plastic, it's all hands on deck.
Yeah.
Because generally we'll pick a day that's not windy. We'll start early before it gets windy, but before we get done, it's windy.
Yeah. It isn't. If you go out there with plastic, the wind starts.
Yeah. Like whenever we had to replace the one behind the house, the second time we replaced it, Kimberly was pregnant with Izzy.
Yep.
And the wind was so bad it about picked her up off the ground.
And that was wild.
Yeah, because that was crazy, but it stretched the plastic out and everything, and that's the reason the one behind our house never has plastic on it, because we can't keep it on it because the wind gets it. So eventually we're planning on moving that one downhill, but there's just way too much wind on this hill.
That one though, I think y'all got that on before I ever got home, when y'all put that on.
Yeah, well,
you and your dad and your mom.
Well, Carolyn was here too.
Okay, never mind.
But and then Jesse came over to help too, because a storm rolled in right as we were finishing up, and he held one in and we got it down real quick.
So there were more people than I thought.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so we had more people come, but
and I'm not as strong as I used to be, so you definitely need some male help.
But we do have a new way of doing it, because before we did it like they would show on the videos we saw, where they like would drag it all the way across.
Yeah.
Well, we got smart and I found another video where we take it down the top and unfold one side at a time. And then once you get the second side, it's sealed off.
Yeah.
So.
That worked a lot better.
But I'm probably going to go ahead and replace all the curtains too.
Yeah, because they need
because it's just all
kind of messy.
rough shape. What?
Can he sit?
Who? If he wants to sit. I don't know if he knows how.
Look at Cinnamon.
I mean, not on demand anyhow. Blizzard, sit. Yeah, he's not trained to sit.
You gotta teach him to sit.
I want to train the goat to sit.
No. That's silly.
That would be funny if you trained a goat to sit.
That would be a viral video.
Goat, sit.
She said, "Don't sit." They listened.
Yeah.
Oh, Abby said that she named that one lighter colored girl, the sisters, Pumpkin.
Pumpkin?
That's what she said she wanted her to be named.
A fruit? It's always food names with them.
We do need to come up with names for her sister and the mama and babies so that I'm not just calling them the sisters and mama and babies.
Yeah.
I forget. We had some suggestions on the baby girls, but I don't remember.
We can name the mom Exotic because she came from the exotic sale.
No, I think I want the mama to be named
and
Peaches?
and then it can be Thing 1 and Thing 2.
Yes. I love it.
Somebody had said Oreo on one of them, but I don't remember which one.
Yeah, I don't know.
Thing 1 and Thing 2. That's my vote.
Because what?
Everybody
The
vote.
Sparkles?
Sparkles.
That's what I thought.
Yep. Somebody helped us name her, or several somebodies, because there were a bunch of people that suggested that. So if y'all have any suggestions on Mama and the two babies,
Yeah.
they're not really babies anymore.
This one and these two.
Yep, those three goats right there.
You can pick to tell between the babies, the one with horns and one without.
The one with horns is closest to Kevin right now.
Yeah.
Thing 1, Thing 2, and Thing 3.
The one with more white on it has horns.
Yep.
No. The one with more white on it should be named Oreo. Looks like an Oreo.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll let them help us decide. How about
Yep.
that?
Leave a comment so we will know.
Yep, that sounds great to me. Because sometimes I run out of inspiration on animal names. The girls usually have some pretty good ones, but also like to hear other people's ideas because they're really, really good. I enjoy getting to listen to the options.
Well, it's just new stuff that we don't think of. Because like I said, with the girls, most of the time, it's food names.
Yes, it's always food.
Is your neck's going to stink like a dog now?
It's my new...
What?
It's my new collar. Now I have a collar.
You're silly.
Name 3 things that we've named food.
Huh?
Name 3 animals.
Brownie, cinnamon,
Sugar.
We don't have
I mean, let's see, what else?
Sparkles, my cat.
Sprinkles? There's something named Sprinkles?
Yeah, there was a Sprinkles, wasn't there? No?
No, I just call Sparkles
Yeah,
Sprinkles.
the cat Sparkles, yeah. Cookie.
Cookie.
What you hear?
Yeah, I hear dogs too. There's some others. Let me think. There's other food names.
Pancakes, waffles.
Waffles, pancakes, yeah.
Need I go on?
Short stack.
Yeah.
Well, I think Blizzard is happy to be back out and roaming free. We're going to go inside, let Kimberly do a little bit of baking, and let Blizzard get reacquainted with all of his friends without us distracting him.
Sounds good to me.
Go get him.
All right, guys. So I'm in the kitchen now. I have got these bananas that, kind of funny story. I bought them so that we could actually have bananas to eat, but they gave me super green bananas in my grocery pickup order. And as soon as they got ripe, they started getting yucky looking. So I figured the best use for that would be to go ahead and turn it into some banana bread. My recipe calls for 2 to 3 per loaf, and I have 5, so I'm making 2 loaves of banana bread today. So I'm fixing to get started. I just figured I'd bring you along and let you see how I make banana bread. Hopefully these bananas aren't yucky whenever I get into them, but there's no guarantees. You never can tell. This one just broke in half. But I start by putting my bananas in my bowl that I can mash. I'm using a gluten-free recipe because that's what we do a lot around here, and the gluten-free banana bread actually, Kevin said it doesn't taste too bad. So some of the things that I make gluten-free, the rest of them don't really care for, because the flour just has a different taste and different texture and all that. So I try to make what I can gluten-free, but what I can't, I actually make two of. I'll make a gluten-free version and then a regular version. Banana bread, thankfully, is not one of those things I have to do that with, because it does take extra time to make a gluten-free and a regular version. But here's my last banana. They all actually look good on the inside, which is really nice, because I was not so sure about that. I use my potato masher, mash them up. It's the quickest way to do it. I've done it with a fork plenty of times, but this is just a lot faster. So see, got them all mashed up. Okay, so since I'm doing a double batch, just got to keep that in mind for everything I use today. So a couple teaspoons of baking soda. Got this massive thing of baking soda. I won't buy one this big again, but it's what I had gotten for whatever reason. So that's what I use. And I'm going to put in some melted butter, which is 2/3 of a cup is what I actually put in there. I'm gonna mix that in till it's pretty well mixed anyway. All right, so now I've got to add some sugar, salt, eggs, and vanilla. So sugar is, for a double batch, it's gonna be 1.5 cups. I'm gonna stir it in just a little bit, just so it's not so much to do in a minute. A pinch of salt, so just gonna add a little bit. There we go. Here's my eggs. I had actually fresh eggs, since our chickens have actually been laying again, which is good. Because there for a while, they were not. And after you've been having fresh eggs, going back to having to buy store-bought eggs is not so fun. All right. There we go. Stir all this in together. Now I've got to add my flour, which my flour has xanthan gum in it. Some gluten-free flours apparently do not, but I usually buy blends that do have it, so I don't have to worry about that. Let's see. So it's going to be 3 cups of this. I'm just going to go ahead and get a cup measure. Go faster. There's 1. There's my flour. I'm going to give this a really good mix. Banana bread is super, super easy, but it is really good, and it's one of the things we really, really enjoy. And it's a great way to make use of all those bananas that you buy and then they wind up going past the, peak freshness date, where they're kind of mushy. You don't really want to have to eat them like that, but you don't want to waste them either. So this is a really great way to make use of those. And that's one of our favorite things to do. Yeah, whenever I got my grocery order the other day, Kevin looked at the bananas and he saw how green they were, and he was like, these are just not really that great. And I told him, I was like, well, worst case, I'll make banana bread. Abby, I think, ate 2 out of this bunch, and then the rest were maybe 3, because I think we had 8 initially. Then the rest of these just kind of went past their prime pretty quickly once they actually turned yellow. All right, so since I have a double batch, I've got 2 greased loaf pans, and I'm going to put half of the batter in here and half of it in here. And this is actually something I have made when we've been on vacation before. Well, I guess I made muffins when we were gone, because I've used the same recipe for banana muffins. It's super easy to turn a banana bread recipe into muffins, because you literally just divide it up into muffin tins and you only cook it for about 15-20 minutes. So it's actually faster to do it that way, but we like our banana bread loaves, and I mean, there's not as much cleanup either, because you seriously only have 1 loaf pan per batch. So I think it's pretty good use of it. But I'm fixing to pop these in the oven. This says it'll take about 50 minutes to an hour. It usually takes about an hour, but I'll let you see what they look like when they're done. All right, guys, so I actually left them in the oven about 55 minutes. I did insert a toothpick to make sure they weren't gummy or anything like that inside, because sometimes the outward looks can be a little bit deceiving. But I let them cook for 55 minutes. Then I let them cool for a little bit because I didn't want them to stick to the pans. Turned them upside down, they popped right out, and now they are cooling on my cooling rack. I'm going to let them cool completely before I do anything else with them, because what I like to do typically is I put one on a plate, we slice it up, and I mean, we usually eat it within a couple of days. And the other one I usually wrap up in some saran wrap, and either I freeze it, or sometimes, you know, I give it to family or something like that, or we just eat it pretty quickly, because we love banana bread and it's great for breakfast, it's great for snacks and all that good stuff. But I guess that is it for this. It is super easy and it's a great way to use those leftover bananas. And I just thought I'd share it with you so that you see how one of the fun things that we do for snacks.